Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Moon, Serena here, and Sailor Mini Moon, Reenie here, or Little Moon or Small Moon. And today we're going to talk about, something that happened a long time ago, you know, about the hacking. Now, anyway, I know we've made many films talking about the hacking that happened in 2010 YL to our first fairway known as Sailor Moon Red. Now, there wasn't really any warning that that was going to happen. And at the time, when sorry for I coughed. I don't know why I coughed for. I don't know why. And there wasn't really any warning. It's like there wasn't any warning. Now, keep in mind, I have been dealing with haters and trolls since 2008 YL. Well, towards the end of 2008 YL, when I made Sailor Moon Red. We didn't make our first film until the 12th month of that year. But we were dealing with haters for at least one whole year and a half. We were dealing with haters, and trolls. And yes, they would make films either guilting us or shaming us or, picking on us or bullying us or saying things about us that were about Dwayne that wasn't true to besmirch his name. But at the end of the day, all of that wasn't really even a warning. I mean, would you think that a hater or a troll out there would get it in their head that they thought you were a bad slay on a website when they were the ones that had the bad slay on the website? And back then, this was before I even knew about the strength and weaknesses of step words and all that other things. So back then, you could make your Google reckoning and your Google login and your YouTube reckoning and login could be two unlike wires or step words. See, this was before they made it where your Google login became your login for all your Google things. So I had one login for my YouTube thing, which I believe was Serena 7, and then that was my Google login. My YouTuber Rare login was Sailor Moon Red. Well, more like it was Sailor Moon. Now, some folks out there would say, oh, well, it was a dead giveaway. Like there would be some folks out there who would think that that it was a smooth guess or something. Well, if it was a smooth guess, why did it take them almost a whole year and a half to guess it then if it was something they knew right on top of their head? So everything went the way it went. Everything was shit. Everything went well, right up until, and this was a Friday. And we were getting ready, we were making a film. And the last film that we made at that time was a film with Sailor Pluto or Sailor Underworld in it. But it was a drawing of her because we didn't have the doll at the time. So we had this rainstorm, and like almost always happens, sundriest times in Penn Hills Township, a tree always had to fall down. And always had to be, that's how it would happen. So we lost lighting. And keep in mind, the lighting didn't get put back on until Sunday. So the whole rest of the Friday evening, Friday night, all Star Day morning, Star Day after day and evening and night, and then sometime on Sunday morning, it gets put back on. But sadly, it was too late. Because somewhere between Friday evening and Friday night and Saturday morning and Star Day morning and Star Day after day or evening, around that, someone had somehow, I don't know how they got the login, but somehow they did. And they spent the whole All-Star Day and all Sunday taking all of my uploads down, and their forgiveness for why they did it, because they said I made too many films. And that was like what the hackers' grounds for doing it was. Now, the hacker or hackers never showed themselves. They never made a film. They never showed up and said, hey, I hacked SAILORMOONRED's UA FAIRWay. Want to go on, Sailor Mini Moon? Yeah, you're right, Sailor Moon. At the end of the day, the hacker or hackers never showed themselves. They never did. At the end of the day, they never did show themselves. I mean, sorry for that cough again. They never did, you know. But you see, after that, the hacker or hackers thought that all they had to do was get me gone with to do that. Only we started making strong step words, or at least strong enough that they couldn't guess on their own, even with Glensware and and whatever other kind of evilware they have, or step word seeking tools, or whatever the fuck hackers do to get the logins. So they knew that was out. They knew I wasn't going to go back with the same step word. So their next little thing was starting to do fake flagging. But that's a whole new saga, for another day. So anyway, at the end of the day, we'll never know who was the hacker and how they hacked SAILORMOONRED back in the day, or how they got the login. And keep in mind, there were two logins at the time. There was the Google login and the YouTube login, or Euro login. So there were two logins with two step words and two wires. So any one of them at that time, if you happen to know how it was spelled, and they would let you in. Now, your guess is good of mine. But now, every step word we ever worked is strong. Because look, we have the same step word. Well, now we got a step key now, or a pass key now. So it would be harder for them to want to hack us as far as being on the website goes. Yeah, they could probably take a whack at it when it came to, this website tool, because we're still using the same login for that. But when it came to being on the reckoner and on the website, it would be a step key. And if they couldn't guess what the step key was, they weren't going to get in. So anyway, at the end of the day, we'll never truly know who the hacker was, why they hacked us, how they did it. And they mostly had no life, because they were probably awake for 24 spans, or need be 48 spans, because all those uploads we made started from the end of 2008 YL towards the beginning of 2010 YL. So they would have had to most likely be there every sync to do it. And it is what it is. Well, anyway, we just want to say, thank you for watching this film. And if you want to, you can either playlist or share this film. Give this film a thumbs up. If you're following us, don't forget to hit the ringer when the next upload or live stream or short comes your way. I, Sailor Mini Moon, or Small Moon, or Little Moon Reenie, and I, Sailor Moon Serena, and we'll see you later. Goodbye. Farewell.